if we make. We can at least get MMA satisfied,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, the insurance is
Yeah,
starting.
I mean,
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Good night.
seriously.
Oh, Melanie, sit on. All right, it is 6:01, so we're gonna start our February 24th select board meeting. I'd like to start with warrants. I'd like to make a motion that we approve payroll number 69 for $1,964.52. Do I have a second? Okay. All in favor? Aye. I'd like to make a motion that we approve accounts payable number 70 for $84,614.46. Do I have a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. And this one for 84,000 is based on, includes RSU monthly payment, which is why it's so large. I'd like to move that we accept payroll number 71 for $1,964.52. Do I have a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. And lastly, I'd like to move that we accept payroll accounts payable number 72 for $13,239.45. Do I have a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the minutes from February 10th, 2024 select board meeting. Do I have a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. All right, let's sign that and then we'll look at the next issue on our agenda. Oops. Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right, next on our agenda is to open town hall repair RFPs and rent RFPs. We had just to give everybody an update, we had done an RFP way back in the fall. I think it was late fall, and we got absolutely no responses. Even though April had talked to quite a few local people and tried to encourage them to give us some feedback. So instead of working on the RFP, we just talked to people again and asked them to give us some estimates. And then based on those estimates, we put out another RFP for both the ramp and the repairs. And we have looks like 6 different RFPs that have been returned. So we'll open them and make note of the amount and who gave them, and we will discuss it at our select board workshop in the next day or two. So I'm going to start with the ramp. Some say just the front repairs, but that could include the ramp and I'm going to say the front is the front is the ramp. No, entryway structure is the ramp. Yeah. All right. We think this is that. Okay. So our first bid. The ramps first, right? Yeah. Which is back there. He signed it, I guess, to make sure that either that or had a little kid that was writing all over it. Okay. It says wood duct construction, I'm assuming? No. Wood duct construction. Bid is for $9,000 for stairway, ramp to platform, railings on all sides, pressure treated. And white pine skirt board. Lots of details here. Non-binding. And then he says there are attached containers. It's good. That's $9,000 from wood. Okay. This is from Jason Putnam, LLC. This is from Wiscasset. And his is for $22,680. And this will be ADA compliant, built from pressure treated lumber and composite decking, trim, post sleeves and PCB sheet, aluminum rails, and 180-degree loops on each end of each handrail.
Apples to apples. Not apples to apples.
No. Never really. It's such a party. Wow. Anyway. This is from Dale Reno. His bid is for $23,906. He has a picture for us with the stairs and the ramp on the side, with a lot of description, which we will be looking at in details during our workshop. All right, let's go to the town hall repairs. I believe these are the same three people that have applied. Gail Reno. This is for the front repairs, removing all sidings, any windows need to be removed, repair any rotten wood, replace windows with existing windows if possible. Repair and refinish fans with the window structure, ensure those reflash with either aluminum lead or adequate window tape, etc., etc. Proposed cost $72,000.
And you know, you already got plywood.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
We'll check with that, we're gonna talk about it. Yeah. I don't know that, that was on RFP. This one is from Jason Putton, LLC. This one is for, total of $24,600.
We're gonna join the meeting.
Funds?
You're a resident?
Yeah, and you are?
Andrew Buckner and this is Jesse. That's yours.
Yes, just we met before. That's in the ladies' room. You wanna go straight back there. Although it really doesn't matter. All right, let me do that again. It's Jason Putnam and the total cost is $24,600. And materials is cost is $1,800, so probably he knows about the,
Plywood and stuff, cause there will be some residual material.
Yeah. yeah. And the last for the repairs. I suspect this is the same guy since we're getting him back again. With that, yep. His bid is for $23,500. Carpentry is $1,700, painting is $6,500. And he again describes,
What's on that?
It says
I met you before.
Yep,
I'm
yeah.
on Goose Rock.
Oh, yes, yeah.
says the bid amount does not include the cost of new collaborative siding, so clearly. There was something that said that the collaborative should
Sure, it
pretty
said
much.
that in the, yeah.
Yeah. So that was
Okay,
23.
I'm just putting the names and the amounts.
Yep,
That's it.
yeah, so what we will do, probably not tomorrow at our shop because we have another, issue that we'll be discussing, but we have also decided, at least temporarily, to, have workshops also on Wednesday afternoon from 4 to 6, so we'll probably discuss these on Wednesday afternoons. Any questions about the bids?
No,
Jim?
no.
All right. Citizens issues, do we have any issues? Andrew, we are going to be looking at your application under select board business. Says to,
Is there anybody on?
You're with the Bradford, right? Okay, that's where I know you from. Okay,
We've not
yes,
been down somewhere.
yes, okay. Is there anybody else here?
it says two participants, but there's Charlotte. Okay, Charlotte. All
There, lucky.
right, so any issues? Nope. All right. Roads,
Yeah.
roads,
Yeah.
roads.
Uh, not much to say this week other than frost and melting.
And hopefully it'll continue to melt and,
Hopefully.
yep.
Rain coming.
All right, anything from committee reports, anything from, the, the different properties? No?
Oh, I did talk to Kim,
Okay.
about the furnace down there, and the water. Well,
Okay, yeah, we have, an event on Saturday, the WCA is having a, chili cook-off. And so I know we need to get the water, at least the bathroom turned on. That's 4 to 6, by the way, if anybody's paying attention. And gentlemen, you're invited. You could actually make some chili.
Yeah, no, Eva, my girlfriend or my partner is second place last year, so she's coming back. Yeah, so she's hoping for first place this year.
Yeah,
Very
I
exciting.
think I saw that she was already gonna do that. Yep,
She's
great.
been talking about it for a year.
Good thing we're having it again.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fun.
All right, first thing on select board business is to approve a paving RFP that Jim has been working on. And we have that here someplace.
Yeah, some people more. Done more of it than me, I just give her some numbers.
Can you talk to us a little bit about it? It says request for proposals for paving of the lower Main Road and lower Westler Road.
Yep, that's three. Long West Shore Road to the end of the hot top of the main road,
Yep,
the full depth run, they'll reclaim all the pavement that's there. Grade it, compact it. 2 inches of base and 1 inch of finish. Same on Lower West Shore Road for the main road to Redgate Lane.
and that's on lower Main Road is where you had replaced that culvert earlier this year, right?
Yeah, we did all the ditching and the culverts last year. And this gravel work gonna be done still through last year's bid here. So gravel work and remove the old guard railings on Thomas's Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, and any lead work, it might be extra, but I think I would combine with.
So it's gonna be paved to Aaron and Boyd Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the way down to the end of the paving there.
But this here is just actually paving,
Right.
the grinding, the grading and the paving.
All right, so I'd like to propose that we approve this RFP so it can be posted and get out and we'll get some bids back. So I'd like to make a motion that we approve it.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
That's
On the 24th of March,
Yeah,
and we'll award some.
okay,
Well, thank them, welcome them that night,
yep,
and then we'll award.
not make a decision until we,
it.
Yep. yep. By that time, we'll probably be meeting weekly.
Yeah, either way, that's why I wanna get done early. So I know where we're at on this whole project, because the paving's only a part of it, just the ditching and the culverts. And if we can, the more ledge we can remove, the longer the hot top will last.
All right, next on our agenda is to appoint Emily Hunt to Harbor Committee as alternate 2. We do have a Harbor Committee and I believe she's fairly new on the island and she has been willing to put herself out there for the Harbor Committee. So I'd like to move that we appoint her to the Harbor Committee as the second alternate. Do I have a second? All in favor? Speaking of alternate alternates, I'd also like to, make a move that we appoint, Nick Peg as planning board alternate number 2. So that will flesh out the planning board finally, because we've been missing a few people. So I'd like to move that we approve Nick Pagan as planning board alternate 2. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. So that's Pagon, Charlotte. Next on our list is, we have a resignation from the cemetery committee from Julie Casson. Who's done a lot of wonderful work for our town and, said that she, always loved serving our town and acting not only as a member of the committee, but also co-chair. She says she's not able to put her energy into the committee in the ways that the committee deserves. So I'd like to move that we approve her resignation today. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, and next on our list is. Okay. Actually, I don't have anything we have to sign. There is, Andrew Buck, who is here. Has put in, an LPA, which is a limited purpose agriculture license application. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
So there's 3 of them that are on right now. I already have 1 down there in Brooksville. So that's 3 more, which will complete my number of LPA applications that I'm able to get. So I guess really I'm here just to see if you guys had any questions.
Yeah, right. When is the
About-
public comment period up?
I think
What do
they-
you think?
I think it's 2 weeks, but when is it up?
Yeah, do you know when
I
it
believe
is?
it's March 4th. I think they incorrectly put it down as March 14th,
Okay,
but
okay.
yeah,
It's kind of just like, yeah, just letting you know, because we don't have any, other questions on it. Are you doing it, was the first one initially just kind of to try to see how it?
yeah, just to make sure they were gonna go out
It's
there.
gonna do.
Yeah, there's kind of uncharted territories in the cold water. It's not exactly ideal conditions.
Huh.
So yeah. The first one worked out fine. There's 3 more. So any questions or anything like
Are you
that?
doing this all by yourself?
Yep.
Is it like a full-time business?
No.
Every once in a while you have to.
So I work at Oyster Farm as well down in Georgetown.
Mhm.
That was a recent job I got this year at Arrows Oysters in Georgetown part-time. So I started the oyster thing here first. And then went over to Georgetown to still learn.
Sure.
That's the best way to learn, for
Mhm.
sure, it's actually just nursing.
Yeah.
But, I think 4 LPAs will be pretty much. For now, as much as I wanna take on. Enough.
Yeah.
For me, that I don't want the job to own me, I want to own the job. And I'm kind of at that point in life where I can just do my thing,
Good for you.
so, anyways, do you guys have any questions about oyster farms or anything like that,
But actually we talked when Jesse was here before and actually I'm thinking I want an article for WCA on this, so I may be calling you.
Sure.
But it would be nice at some point in time, I think, to, because I was an adult educator forever, so I believe in education.
Yeah.
And getting things out. I think it'd be great at some point in time, sometime this spring or summer, to maybe summer after town meeting. To have, like a meeting at the town hall where all of you that are involved in that really share what you're doing and.
Sure.
Because I think with so much going on now, this is, I think, the 3rd one now that we're doing
Mm-hmm.
this winter.
Right.
And I think, not that people want to do it, but it's just interesting. It's like, it's around us that, to know a little bit more about it.
So I'll just point out one thing about that. It maybe seems like a lot of applications, but they are due this time of the year. And the ones that come through this year are one new one come through this year. He's right now, it's cousin.
Jeffy and Kevin.
Jesse's new to it and mine.
Yep.
But these are all LPAs. They're minuscule.
Mhm.
So
Hard to, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not suggesting we have a ton or whatever, but the fact that it's,
Yeah, all of our LPAs, though, should my three get approved and should Kevin's recent one get approved. Just so you know, all of our LPAs combined are 4,800 square feet. It's the size of a house,
Yeah.
like, it's very, very, very small, yeah, combined,
Yeah.
combined.
Right.
So,
And I'm not saying that, I would keep it to that forever or anything like that, but pretty much, that's not for you.
Yeah, to do something in the spring, summer would be great, especially we'd like to bring in people like Dana Morris who are with the state and with pop culture and can put facts and science kind of with what's going on and address concerns.
Yep.
Because there are some. And to really bring that to the community so they have all of the information.
Yep, absolutely.
What would a concern be?
Oh, well, there's none that are founded right now. That's
Yeah.
just it. So there are opponents that grasp at things that are theories and feelings. And there is starting to be more and more science behind it as far as research, field research to do real studies on these concerns. But people like Dana Morris and other people in the aquaculture department of the university or the state are well more versed than we are, we probably let them do the talking as far as describing the studies that have been done and whether it's parts per million for nutrients distribution, and they can really get into
Wow.
the nooks and crannies of the history
Mhm.
of shellfish coexisting, and fishermen and yeah, but that would be a good thing to do this summer, I think, is to bring all that information together so people can really see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, simple answer to what you said, what would concern be, I mean, you've had guys in here that said it was concerning. That have talked to you.
Oh, well, yeah,
but
I
like-
think they were more afraid of the bigger, some of those corporate.
Yeah,
Well, we won't get into all of it, I'm also an alternate on the Shellfish Committee, it's over there right now,
Okay, good,
so we're talking about
Good.
that,
because that was sort of on our
Yeah,
radar.
and
we won't get into all that,
Yeah.
at this time.
But as long as, you guys are,
Yeah, we're talking about it, there will be some different opinions over there for sure.
yeah,
we definitely wanna purvey and give all of the facts and information
Yeah.
for everyone, the best way is we can do is just educate.
that's it, you're right.
To really understand what we're looking at before we go on feelings, especially when it comes to any kind of what could be a regulatory process. You never want to regulate on feelings.
No.
You always want to regulate on facts and science and what is real. And as we know through lobbying and through, recent politics, people will take an argument in a direction without facts.
Right.
But
Yeah, that's been happening a lot lately.
so, yeah, I mean, and we cause I'm also a lobsterman, so I kind of have skin in both, and I want to do it equitably for everyone, so, but I think the best way we can go forward is just with as much real information
Absolutely.
that we can all use to make
Good.
good decisions with regulation and going down the line.
Yeah.
Right, and on that note, if you guys are interested, when the snow does melt. You can, I'll invite you over, you can have an oyster, I don't know if you eat oysters or not, like. Have an oyster or something like that on the back deck, take a look at my farm and actually like see,
well, that'd
and
be
get an
fun.
idea.
Yep.
Of what's going on, like. Like just discuss, I guess, and just, and the same goes for any citizen of Westport, by the way. If anybody has any questions about it, concerns, whatever it is, some people might have an idea that something going on. But it's certainly,
It's once we're set up at Swan Creek too, a great place to put in the kayak and
Right.
Yeah.
looking for birds.
So is-
Right,
One of the things in the comprehensive plan was that we wanted to support small,
Yeah.
business.
that's
around
what it
us,
is, yeah,
Which is all it is.
yeah, we can't guarantee that. It's gonna turn into a full-fledged business for me, they ask you to mark it down on the application what it is, I put commercial, because if you wanna sell it at some point, you put commercial.
Right,
How far that actually goes, they would call 20,000 oysters a huge business or something like that, but.
right.
So we wouldn't wanna try to like survive on a very small oyster farm.
Right.
But like the farm I do work at, Eros Oysters over at Robin Hood, 4 acres. And the community loves it over there. It's a great place and people go, buy oysters there, they get toured over there, it's become like tourism.
Right.
Mhm.
People come up and take pictures of me, I put it on Instagram and. All that kind of stuff, it's just like, the community actually likes that place a lot, which is another place you could potentially visit just to see. But, yeah, other than that, I just figured I would come introduce myself.
We appreciate that.
And this is about it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I had met you before, when you were campaigning.
Yeah,
I've not met you, Donna, but I'm Andrew,
it's
course.
beautiful, your place.
under construction
Is it,
still.
it's still,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're on 29 Goose Rock. So that's,
And
the
here
very,
Beach Rock is, yep,
that's the very south end of the island.
yep,
Do you know Dan and Cindy?
yep,
Okay, so I'm next door to them.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you are
So-
where?
I'm on mall, I'm.
That's right,
down
that's right.
Aaron, off of,
Yeah.
you know, we're neighbors, basically, my support, but we walk.
Yeah, when I campaigned, which was nice because I got to go everywhere and good excuse. So I actually went up the, what is it? Just before Goose, or is it Goose Rock that goes up to the very top of the hill there?
Brooks Cove Road?
Brooks Cove Road, yep, to the very top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, it's real nice. The house up there is for sale now.
What's for sale?
Melky's house, Fred Melky's house, the one at the very end of Brooks Cove,
Yep,
that's for sale. Yeah. A lot of money, but
yeah,
it's a beautiful property and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm very lucky to live there. So if you guys want to know anything about me, you know this already. I think from when we talked, but I'll refresh you and
Mhm.
tell her, so yeah, I'm with the Bradford clan down there, I guess. And I am from Florida. So I came here with Eva. So Eva was working down in Florida. I met her down there, and then, of course she was raised in Westport basically. So we decided like, okay, we're gonna put everything in Florida and just move up here. And it was a big change for me, but I was excited about it and I wanted to change my whole life. So I did it.
how many years ago was it?
Extremes.
Yeah, so it's getting on 2 years now. Yes.
This is your second winter.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know, over the water,
good for you.
running around and stuff, I love it. Yeah,
Wow.
it's great.
Well, I'll definitely be in touch because every once in a while I write an article for
Yeah. That'd be great.
newsletter.
The other thing,
I'm actually
good way to,
great,
yeah,
yes.
Yep, yep.
good way to start the conversation.
Did I see you needed help with the newsletter? Oh.
We're always looking for ideas for the WCI. I just have written a few. One of them was from the perspective of a wormer.
Oh.
Yeah, I wrote that.
Yeah, I read.
And the most recent one was about coming up here and having winter in Maine when you're not used to wintering in Maine, you go to summer. That was on the front page, but so if I'm gonna write, then I'm gonna write something that would be of interest. People might not know that they're interested in it. It's like the wormers. It's like I see them every day. And, they're all over the island
Yeah.
and people just haven't known enough to ask. It's like I talk to them all the time.
I see them when I'm leaving the island at 3:30 in the morning to go lobstering, they're coming, they're all on a train of cars coming onto the island to go where.
Well, it's been very good every night. I mean, I will go out there in the cold as well. And Jesse goes out lobstering, of course, in the cold. And I was doing oysters this year in the cold, and I do recreational lobstering as well. So I've still been doing recreation, so it's cold out there.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Doesn't the season end though? It doesn't.
Well,
The lobsters move out, so I'm getting less. But since we was in the water anyways, it's keep doing it.
And river
It's
days.
usually dry.
Yeah.
Inverter guys tend to back it up. Even in the summertime, I'm still past 3 miles, so I'm pretty much all federal water all the time, like right now.
This is a hot time of year. for you.
Yeah, we're doing well right now. We're about 40.
Oh, you guys far out.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so Jesse, I'm gonna contact you about lobstering.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, I'd like to submit an article for the WCA regarding working waterfront.
Yeah.
With everyone involved
Yep,
and.
yep.
Like just in the oystering, just so we can get it, so people who maybe aren't here all year round can get to know us as people and.
Yep. Absolutely.
And how it economically is tied into the community.
But you can submit it anytime and you can submit it to me and I'll get it to the individual. It's Holly Doe. Holly Doe actually puts the newsletter together, but she doesn't write the articles, so she needs the articles.
Oh.
So whenever she has enough to do a newsletter, then it gets published. So we'd appreciate having some, but I'm just thinking that, every time my boat is only out in the summer.
Yeah.
And I have a little tiny boat, but
Sorry.
people are always asking like, can you lobster now? And your question, it's like, where do you go to get the lobster? What happens when it gets cold? And so all those kind of questions. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, it would be great to have, information on that, and for me to write something, I would definitely have to have a conversation, I'd want to take some pictures and whatnot, but, the idea of lobster, where do you go to get your lobsters in the middle of winter, and, but for you to do a whole article just on, the working waterfront and all the things that are happening here would be wonderful.
Yeah, what that means to the island.
Yep.
So that people might not, it's right under our nose, but no one really
Exactly.
notices unless you're right there at 3 in the morning watching us all head out.
Yep, that'd be lovely. All right, sorry, Charlotte, actually, I think that, there's one other thing I wanted to mention, and I actually wanted to mention this specifically for you, Charlotte. Tomorrow night, Lisa and I will be, meeting at 6 o'clock with the, town of Wiscasset. They're starting to do their budget review, and one of the things that we're looking at is the transfer station, and evidently they're charging us, our percentage based on their gross, budget, not their net budget. And it could, have quite a significant, impact on us if we went with the net versus the gross. So we're gonna have a conversation tomorrow night. Alna will also be there. Just supporting each other.
Alma's actually looking at alternatives. They've gotten that far and they invited Westport, because obviously if we're the only ones that are contributing along with Alma to the transfer station. So if Alma pulls out, that's gonna affect Westport big time.
Yeah. Yes,
So, so we don't know, but
but I didn't know if you plan to be there tomorrow night, Charlotte, but hopefully, you'll be able to make
I
it.
think they zoom it too, so she
Ah,
could do it by Zoom if she wanted to.
Yeah. So if there's nothing else, then I'd like to, propose that we, call an end to this meeting. So I'd like to make a motion that, we, adjourn. Do I have a second? Second. All in favor?
Fish have down here. They are very good.
Yeah, the Hawks, Nick Hawk, his father Andy,
Not really,
yeah.
let's say if you go 40 miles out, you want to do that something more.
Oh, yeah, we got 40 Sharon brothers.
Yeah, we'll try it, Brad,
Yeah.
Jesse got picked up on my dog. He's like,